Amazon PPC is one of the most powerful tools to grow your sales, but it's also one of the easiest ways to lose money if you make the wrong moves. Many sellers waste thousands of dollars because of the simple but avoidable mistakes. If you are struggling with a high ACOS, wasted ad spend, or ads that just don't perform, it's not because PPC does not work, it's because of the way it's being managed. In this video, I'll walk you through top 7 most common PPC mistakes that I see across Amazon accounts, and more importantly, how to fix them. These mistakes are responsible for most wasted ad spend, and if you avoid them, you'll instantly be ahead of most sellers. And I will also show that where to look inside your seller central and which reports to pull so you can apply this knowledge directly to your own campaigns. The first mistake is ignoring budget optimization. Most sellers set a daily budget when they create a campaigns and never think about it again. A profitable campaign might run out of budget by noon, meaning you lose the rest of the day's traffic. And on the other hand, a poor campaign might keep draining budget all the day without results. To fix this, review your budgets weekly, look at which campaigns hit their limits early. And if the campaign is profitable, increase the budget and capture more sales. And if a campaign is burning with little return, lower the budget or pause it. Alright, so here I am on the campaign manager of my seller central. You have to go to this budgets tab in your campaign manager, and once you click on the budgets, you can see this sort of dashboard. And in this column, average time in budget, you can see this the first campaign is 56% average time in budget. So what does that mean? That means 56% of the time this campaign was in budget and the rest of 44% was out of budget. And right now I have an ACOS of 30% for this specific campaign. And if I scroll down, I can see more campaigns with very lower ACOS and good draws and like good number of sales. Like this one with 21% ACOS is 58% in budget. This one with 24% is 62% average time in budget. So what does that mean? I need to increase the budget for such campaigns because these are continuously yielding better ACOS. These are like giving me sales with better ACOS and ROAS. So I definitely want to capitalize on these campaigns, so I need to increase my budget for such campaigns. And if you see any of the campaign with higher ACOS and like it's been 100% average time in budget, so we need to cut down the budget for that campaign because that campaign is draining all of the budget and yielding high ACOS. So that's how we can optimize the budgets. The second mistake is forcing every campaign into one ACOS target. Many sellers say my target ACOS is 30% and they apply it across all ads, but not all campaigns have the same purpose. For example, a ranking campaign may need to tolerate 50% plus ACOS because the goal is to push a keyword to page one. A branded campaign may run at 10% ACOS since people already know your brand and product. Using one blanket ACOS target causes overspending in some areas and under investing in others. And the fix is to assign each campaign a goal first: ranking, profitability, or brand defense, then judge ACOS in that context. The third mistake is misusing negative keywords. Negatives are meant to block irrelevant or wasteful searches, but many sellers use them too aggressively. They take converting keywords from an auto campaign, negate them, and move them to exact match campaigns, thinking this gives control. Often, this cuts off Amazon natural matching and drives up CPCs. The rule is simple: never negates what's working. Use negatives only for terms that spend without converting or that are irrelevant to your product. For example, if you sell pillow covers and you are getting clicks for mattress covers, that's where you add a negative. Alright, so in your campaign manager, you can simply go to measurements and reporting, then click on sponsored ads report. And once you click on the sponsored ads reports, this sort of dashboard will pop up, and you have to click on create report to download a search term report for your products. So by default, it's the report category is sponsored product and report type is search term. So I prefer doing it for last 30 days. And once you set this up, you have to click on this run report. And once you click on the run report, the search term report will get downloaded in a few minutes. So there are several ways to analyze your search term report. One way is simply export your search term report in any of the Excel or Google sheet, and then apply pivot tables to analyze your search term. We at Upscale Valley use this sort of interface to analyze customer search terms. As you can see that we have the data for customer search terms, impressions, clicks, and orders, spent, sales, CTR, conversion rate, CPC, ROAS, and ACOS. and this is the customer system level data. And as you can see, for some of the systems we have an ACOS of above 50%, as for this one 58%, 86%, 94%, and for this one we have 133% ACOS. And you can also see the spend percentage captured. So what does that mean? Like, what percentage of total spend this customer system has captured? So 17% of spend is captured by this specific system in our portfolio. So what does that mean? Like 17% is the wasted ad spend because we have a 94% ACOS, and sales percentage is 14%. So we need definitely to optimize this specific system. And for this specific system, I can see that I have a 6.8% of the spend share, and it's yielding like 100 plus ACOS. So I need to optimize the bid, I need to load on the bid, and I need to check that on which placement I'm getting most of the impressions for this specific system. And for the other campaigns, like with the 42% ACOS, with 37% ACOS, I can see my spend share percentage is very less, like 2% in this case, 1.8% in this case. So what does that mean? I need to increase my spend for such systems that are converting well and that have a good ACOS. As you can see, the conversion rate for these two systems are pretty good as compared to the other systems. So moving forward, I also have a lot of a lot of systems with less ACOS, but also with a very low spend percentage. So what does that mean? I need to increase my spend on those systems and lower my spend on the high ACOS system. So this is how we optimize the system, and this is how we analyze the system report, and then we do the optimizations within the campaigns. And you can also get this sheet in my description. You can just simply import your system report in this sheet, and this sort of data will pop up for your campaigns as well. And one more function of this report is, you can see that for the customer systems that have lower ACOS and high conversion rates, are those targeted in your PPC campaigns or not? So from these columns you can see we have targeted these campaigns in exact phrase, broad or sponsored brands or not. So where the cross is like in the cell, that means we have not targeted that specific system in that particular match type. So let's say for this specific campaign, I have an ACOS of 27% and my conversion is 29%, but my spend share is only 0.5% for this specific system. And I don't have targeted this system in any of my campaigns. So what does that indicate? That means I need to expand my PPC campaigns for this specific system. Maybe I need to set up exact match campaigns for this system as it's converting good for my product. The fourth mistake is treating every product equally. Sellers often spread budget evenly across their catalog. In reality, most revenue comes from one or two hero products. I've seen accounts where 80% of sales came from a single product, yet 40% of the ad budget was wasted on slow movers. That money could have gone to the hero product to scale sales faster. And the fix is to identify your top performers and give them priority in ad spend. Allocate less budgets to weak products, but invest heavily where you already see stronger sales and reviews. Alright, so here is the analysis for the spend share and sales share across portfolios. And you can see we have the spend share for each portfolio as well as the sales share as well. So for this specific portfolio, we have 56% in the spend and 50% sales are contributed by this specific portfolio. So here I can get an idea that what percentage of ad spend is being allocated to which portfolio, and what percentage of sales that is yielding. So from here I can get an idea that where I need to put my spend and where I need to cut my spend, so I can optimize my budgets properly. The fifth mistake is neglecting search term reports. Amazon gives you the most valuable data in these reports, exactly what customers typed, how much you spent, and whether it led to sales or not. Too many sellers ignore it or check it once in a while. Without it, you don't know which searches waste your budget or which are hidden terms that are driving profit. Review this report weekly, pause terms that spend more than the benchmark you set without a sale, move converting terms into exact match campaigns for more control. Again, from this report, you can get an idea that which terms you need to add to negatives, and for which search terms you need to create new campaigns on. So you can get an idea through the conversion rates, through the ACOS, through the spend share. So you can just easily get an idea that which campaigns are you should expand in your PPC campaigns, and which campaigns you should be adding to negatives. The sixth mistake is poor campaign structure. Some sellers put 50 keywords into one campaign, mixing broad, phrase, and exact. The result is messy data. You don't know which keyword or match type is actually performing. Instead, keep campaigns clean, use one match type per campaign, limit to 5 to 10 targets per ad group. This makes performance clear and prevents one strong keyword from taking all the budget while others never get tested. Clean structure also makes optimization much faster. Alright, so here's I am in an ad group, and as you can see, we have 31 total keywords in this specific ad group, and we have also all of the match types being used in this ad group. So this causes messy data, and you don't have control over the keywords, you don't have control over the search terms. So the best practice is to use 5 to 10 keywords per campaign with one match type per campaign. So that gives you a total control over the data, and you can control the placements, you can control the search terms, and it's pretty easy to optimize as well. And here's the match type analysis, like the spend share and sale share wise. You can see that for the all of the match types, what specific percentage of the spend we have, and what's the percentage of sales that specific match type is yielding. So we can get an idea that which match type is performing well for our products, and which has the higher ACOS, where we need to expand, and like which match type is performing good for our campaign, so we can create more campaigns with that specific match type. You can also do such sort of analysis for your campaigns. It's simple pivot tables, or also you can just import your sheets into this template. I will paste a link to this in my description, so you can use this. The seventh mistake is running ads on listings that are not retail ready. PPC only drives traffic. If your listing is weak, you'll pay for clicks that don't convert. Common issues are poor images, unclear titles, missing details, or no reviews. Before scaling ads, check retail readiness. Do you have a main image with a white background, and also do you have at least 6 high quality secondary images, including lifestyle and infographics? Is your title keyword rich but readable? Do you also have at least 15 to 20 reviews with 4 plus star average ratings? And if not, fix the listing before spending heavily on ads. Let's quickly recap the 7 mistakes you must avoid. 1. Not reviewing your budgets. 2. Forcing every campaign into the same ACOS. 3. Using negatives the wrong way. The fourth is spreading budget evenly across all products instead of focusing on winners. And the fifth is ignoring search term reports. The sixth, messy campaign structure. And the seventh, advertising before your listings are retail ready. Avoiding these mistakes will save you thousands in wasted ad spend and make your ads more profitable. PPC is not about guessing, it's about clean structure, clear goals, and consistent optimization. Alright, so we have discussed about the 7 most common PPC mistakes that most sellers make in their account. So if you have any sort of questions regarding these PPC mistakes, or your ads are not performing well, you can drop down into the comment section. I'll help you out with that. Thank you.